I want to say to Karger, I think you're like a 99% hit on your picks.
That's way too generous.
So let's see how you do.
He's got a really good track record.
Okay, in my mind, okay, he's actually 100%.
99%.
Dave Karger, the Golden Globes, surprised everyone. I think there were so many surprises last night.
From the get-go, I mean, and I don't mean Jimmy Fallon's teleprompter, I mean the first award of the night, Aaron Taylor Johnson winning Best Supporting Actor for Nocturnal Animals. He wasn't even nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award or a Critics' Choice. A lot of people were pleasantly surprised that he got the Golden Globe nomination and then he wins. But I was thrilled because his performance in Nocturnal Animals, if you haven't seen this movie, is so creepy.
It's so creepy.
And he's such a sweet young man, and he really freaked out his family. His wife is Sam Taylor Johnson, who directed 50 Shades of Grey. And when he was filming the movie, he really scared her because he was so dark while he made this. So I was really excited for him. But
so, the question is, how does this shape now the Oscar race? Because the Oscar race, you're talking about, you know, Best Picture, where you have 10 movies.
Possibly,
yes.
Too
Picture,
many.
possibly. It's a little much.
It's true. I mean, I think it's important to remember, as I always say, there's no overlap between the people who vote for the Golden Globes and people who vote for the Oscars.
Correct.
But it definitely brings certain performances and movies into focus. And I think the fact of the matter is the Oscar voters have their ballots right now. This is the balloting time. So they could be watching and thinking, oh, maybe we should be considering Aaron Taylor.
That's interesting after that. So they're voting now for this. I didn't know the Oscars. So you see who won this.
Well, 2 weeks are the Oscar announcements, right?
Yeah, on the 24th.
So on the 24th. So let's talk about Moonlight winning Best Picture instead of Manchester by the Sea, which a lot of people picked as the favorite.
I know, and now in retrospect, I'm thinking, well, why didn't we all predict Moonlight? Because that had the most nominations of any movie in that category. But as the night went on and Moonlight was losing everything, particularly Mahershala Ali for Best Supporting Actor, who everybody thought would win, I thought, oh gosh, is Moonlight now going to get completely blanked? But it did come through with a big win there. And I do think that in the overall Oscar race, I do think Moonlight, Manchester by the Sea, and La La Land are still, you know, kind of close. It's not a runaway thing like it was last night for La La Land.
La La Land looks like a runaway thing, though, going into the Oscars, it seems.
You never know.
I don't know.
You do never know. You have to remember the last 2 years, the movie that won the Best Picture Oscar didn't win at the Golden Globes. So I'd still put La La Land in front, but the three of us were talking on Friday, and I said, oh, maybe it'll win 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then it wins
7.
all 7. No movie ever has won 7.
Ever.
So it's a tailor-made movie for the Golden Globes, though, and it's a great film, La La Land.
Karger, no Natalie Portman. I really thought of all the ones that this would be her night for this.
That was, to me, the biggest shock. Instead, they awarded Isabelle Huppert, who's a phenomenal French actress, for her film Elle. I'm sure everybody thought, what is this movie? It's a very dark film about a woman who was a rape victim, and she handles it in a, let's say, a very interesting way. I won't say any more than that. It's a movie that definitely divides people, as the director Paul Verhoeven even said when he accepted the Best Foreign Language film. It's a tough movie to sit through, but for the Hollywood Foreign Press, they have edgier tastes. And that's why you saw her get the win. And I think Isabelle Huppert, I don't think she can win the Oscar, but I think a nomination for Best Actress certainly seems likely.
Okay, let's talk about, I mean, big night for diversity. Moonlight.
Thankfully.
Viola Davis.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
Tracee Ellis Ross, Donald Glover with Atlanta for TV, Rain TV now. It's amazing.
And I was shocked that Tracee Ellis won because she wasn't from a brand new show. If you look at basically all the TV winners, Donald Glover for Atlanta, the show Atlanta, Claire Foy for The Crown, the show The Crown, all these first-timers, you know, new debut shows. And so to see Tracee Ellis Ross win was great. But what a showing for Donald Glover. And I thought he gave great speeches. He was prepared but also surprised and really enjoying the moment. And what a great night for him.
I gotta watch that. Wait, Tracee Ellis Ross was so cute. First of all, I was like emotional when they called her name. I feel such a connection to her. But she was calling her mom, Diana Ross, in the hallway. So I was like standing there. We wanted to listen, but she didn't get through to her. But I think how great. I wanted to know what mom would say.
And the vast majority of people last night didn't have pieces of paper they were reading off of. They were giving speeches. To your point with Ryan Gosling, I thought Tracee Ellis Ross's speech was really good and off the cuff. So I was really happy to see people not over-prepare. It's the Golden Globes. Have some fun.
Yeah. Okay, Manchester by the Sea. Let's talk about Casey Affleck, of course, taking the award. Everybody predicted that.
Yeah.
But how is it looking in the Oscar race and where he may go?
He's definitely on top, but I do still think Denzel Washington is a threat. I think it's really between the two of them for the Oscar. I think it really depends on how those two movies, Manchester by the Sea and Fences, how they both perform overall. I want to see how many overall nominations each of those movies get before I decide who's going to win. But my hunch is that Casey's going to take it all the way.
Karger, The Night Manager? I mean, do I need to be watching? I feel like it swept last night.
It's such a great show from AMC. It's 6 one-hour episodes. I watched it on a plane. I watched 3 episodes on one flight and 3 on the way back.
But you didn't see this one coming.
I did think Olivia Colman would win, but I did not expect Tom Hiddleston or Hugh Laurie to win. But I'm thrilled that they did. It's a great show, and you can get through it so quick. It's fascinating, and it's sexy. It's a really fun
Beating
show.
out John Lithgow, though. I'm like, what?
I know.
What happened?
And for a minute,
Prime Minister.
I know. For a moment, I thought, oh my gosh, is it going to beat People versus O.J. Simpson for best miniseries? But then that show came back and, of course, won.
It was a great night. By the way, Karger looked so handsome last night. Killed it for IMDb.
Thrilled to see you both there. Congrats to you.
I can't wait to see Oscars. We're talking Oscars with you 2 weeks from now.